Hi everyone, it's Carrie Emmy. I just came home from work and I actually have a little bit of energy, so I thought, why not channel that into a video? Because I've been woefully neglectful. And this video is a response to my boo, Michael Buckley, on his Perone 75 account, but you know him better as What the Buck Show. And this is a response to his video yesterday with tag Tuesday. And hi, Michael darling, if you're watching. And I owe you and your husband a beer next time we get together, and please hold me to that, because you were very sweet that evening. Okay, I'm being cryptic on purpose. We're married, but you knew that. Okay, Michael has tagged all of the YouTubes to answer 10 questions, so that is what I shall do, answer those questions. So question 1 is, what is your favorite kind of pizza? My favorite kind of pizza is probably just a traditional margarita pizza, and my favorite conventional topping is mushroom, but I love mashup pizzas like chicken parmesan or eggplant parmesan pizza or chicken marsala pizza. It's just so delicious and the best of both worlds in triangular form. It's very Hannah Montana, best of both worlds. It's delicious. Okay, number 2. Who is the most famous person you've met? Okay, well, I have met Jason Alexander, who played George Costanza on Seinfeld, and I've met Sean Hayes and Kristen Chenoweth at the stage door of Promises, Promises, which was divine, by the way, and I'm so sad it closed. But it had a good run, and that concludes my Broadway portion of the video. But that was a fantastic show. It really was. And they're pretty famous, you know, and everybody knows Kristen now that she's on Glee, if they didn't know her from Wicked. Okay. Question 3. What would your last meal be? My last meal would be a sandwich from my favorite sandwich shop here in the city called Num Pong Sandwich Shop. And they sell a variation of a banh mi sandwich, which is a Vietnamese sandwich. But these are Cambodian sandwiches. So delicious. So my last meal would be the ginger brisket with red cabbage, Num Pong, with a diet boiling cane cola. I've had it a million times, but it always warms my heart and clogs my arteries. Maybe that's why it warms my heart, but it's so delicious, and I highly recommend it if you're in the area. Okay, number 4. Have you ever broken something and blamed someone else? Yes, but only when I was a child. I used to blame my friend's little brother, Andrew, for breaking my toys whenever I broke a toy. And then one time, this kid actually did break one of my toys. And my parents were hysterically laughing because I used to blame him, and then he actually did break one of my toys. Funny story. I love that story. Okay, number 5. If I could be any character in any Broadway show, who would I be? I would be Fosca from Stephen Sondheim's Passion, because I know where Girlfriend is coming from. And she was played by Donna Murphy and Patti LuPone, who are some pretty righteous Broadway people. And if you don't know, it's a very underrated show. If you don't know the story, Wikipedia it. It's just fantastic, and it's Sondheim. What's not to like? What was my best subject in high school? That is question 6. I would probably say English, because I'm a good writer and I talk good, and I like to read, even though I don't do it as much as I should nowadays. Number 7. Describe my worst job ever. I would say my worst job ever was thankfully only for 2 days, because it was through a temp agency, I was just putting together this paperwork to file in this kind of warehouse in the dead of summer, and the warehouse didn't have air conditioning. That was pretty bad. The only good thing that ever came of that was the money, and I got a cute dress at the Gap, because I was just like, F that noise. How many computers do I have? Just the one right now. Just my little MacBook. And if you can hear, the fan is going. My poor little MacBook is on its deathbed. We should sing a requiem for it. Poor baby. Okay. Number 9. Describe your first driving experience. Harrowing. Very harrowing. My lesson was with a total aggressive, very rude, mean, weird driving instructor. I'm sure a lot of people have stories to tell like that. And I did end up taking lessons with a much nicer person, and I made some progress, but I sort of plateaued with my progress, and I never kept learning beyond that, and I never got my license. But now I live in New York. I just take trains and subways everywhere, and it's all good in the hood, as the kids say. And number 10, show us your current favorite pair of shoes. Okay, they're right here. Okay, these, I love Mary Jane shoes. These are my favorite shoes, if you can see them well. These are by the designer Camper. And if you put them together, they look like it's clothing on a clothesline. And if you look at the soles, they've gotten kind of scuffed up, so they have that kind of Christian Louboutin red. Makes me feel like a fashionista or a Maxinista. If you shop at TJ Maxx, I'm a Maxinista. But what I love about them, beyond being cute, is that they're incredibly comfortable, and they've seen me through tons of walking and tons of days of work. So that concludes my 10 questions. Please feel free to join in on the fun and respond. I'd love to see you with a video response if you have a webcam, or comment down below in the comment section. And I shall see you lovely people very soon, and have a fantastic evening.